effectivement, on a fait prendre conscience aux gens que le foot féminin marocain est porteur de bonheur. Moi, j'ai vu des gens heureux au stade depuis les quarts de finale où le stade était plein. Ces choses-là ont rendu heureux et heureuses tous les gens qui sont venus au stade. Bien sûr qu'il faut que ça continue. Le processus a été lancé déjà depuis une petite année avec la professionnalisation des championnats, avec des sports-études qui se créent. Ça va mettre du temps. Mais en tout cas, la vitrine qu'on a montrée ce soir, elle est plutôt sympa. Donc il faut s'intéresser au foot féminin marocain, il faut les aider à progresser, à grandir. Et quand on voit la ferveur qu'il y a eu sur cette CAN, c'est fantastique. Donc il faut que ça continue.
Prochaine question.
Chez Bach, c'est mérité. C'est mérité, c'est une très grande chose. C'est une très grande chose, c'est une très bonne personne. Et ça ne m'étonne pas qu'elle ait eu cette récompense. Mais voilà, pour moi, c'est quelqu'un d'important dans notre effectif et sur le terrain.
Hi, my name is Aisha Zakaria Ali from Ghana. Aisha Zakaria Ali from Ghana. Coach, first time playing in the Women's African Cup of Nations. You are now going to the World Cup. What are the positives that you are taking from this tournament going into your first World Cup with the Moroccan team? Thank you.
C'est dans un an, donc il y a encore du temps. La leçon à tirer, c'est qu'il faut encore travailler et pas se contenter de ce qu'on a fait. Ce qu'on a fait, c'est on a fait prendre conscience aux joueuses qu'elles étaient capables de rivaliser avec les meilleures équipes africaines. Maintenant, il faut qu'on travaille, il faut qu'on se perfectionne, il faut qu'on monte notre exigence d'un cran pour aller préparer cette Coupe du Monde qui sera d'un autre niveau. Voilà, on a un an pour le préparer, on va bien le préparer comme on a bien préparé cette CAN et puis on verra bien. Mais préparer une Coupe du Monde sur une base de CAN comme ça, c'est plutôt intéressant, donc il faut qu'on continue à bosser.
On va prendre deux dernières questions, la dame et puis celle qui est là, et puis on boucle.
Alors, bonsoir coach, moi je suis journaliste sénégalaise. Je voulais avoir votre impression par rapport à l'ensemble du tournoi.
Oui.
Par rapport au niveau, parce que certains confrères font un peu le distinguo entre ce qui se passe en Afrique et en ce moment l'euro et surtout les chances des représentants du continent. Certainement, peut-être qu'on aura une 5e équipe qui va rejoindre les 4 qui vont disputer la Coupe du Monde en Nouvelle-Zélande.
C'est difficile de comparer la CAN avec l'euro. Très sincèrement, c'est difficile. Moi, j'ai vu l'euro aussi qui se déroule en ce moment. La CAN, on a vu qu'il n'y avait pas d'équipe faible dans cette CAN. On n'a jamais vu de score fleuve, d'équipe lâchée, d'équipe voilà. Et ça, c'est intéressant. Ça veut dire que tout le monde travaille, tout le monde progresse et ça monte d'un cran à chaque fois le niveau de la CAN. Il y avait des nations en plus par rapport aux CAN précédentes. Donc ça aussi, c'est intéressant. Mais si les nations commencent à travailler comme il faut pour la CAN, ça fera qu'il y a des nations qui existeront encore plus pour les Coupes du Monde. Voilà, donc non, moi j'ai trouvé que le niveau de la CAN était très bon. Et j'espère qu'il va encore augmenter et qu'on verra effectivement des équipes africaines faire les phases finales de Coupe du Monde.
La dernière question.
Bonsoir coach. Juste pour peut-être savoir aussi, aujourd'hui les Banyana Banyana, c'est leur 6e finale. Ouais. Et c'est la première fois qu'ils la gagnent, donc je pense qu'on a un petit peu de marge pour les Lions de l'Atlas. Mais je voudrais justement savoir, est-ce que la préparation psychologique aussi pour une défaite comme celle-ci, même si elle reste une grande réussite pour tout le Maroc, c'est quelque chose aussi qui fait partie de ce que vous travaillez avec elle?
Quand vous préparez une CAN depuis un an, un peu plus d'un an, que vous n'êtes absolument pas favori, que vous avez quasiment jamais fait de CAN, que vous jouez cette CAN à domicile, vous êtes finaliste, psychologiquement, je pense qu'on a répondu à la question. On a fait un super tournoi. Les filles sont déçues parce que parce que il manquait peut-être le petit quelque chose sur la fin pour égaliser et puis espérer. Mais elles ont été fantastiques, elles ont été exceptionnelles, de courage. Elles ont montré aussi des belles choses sur le terrain au niveau du jeu. L'aspect psychologique, il est de prendre conscience de ce qu'elles ont fait tout simplement et pas de leur rabâcher qu'on aurait pu gagner, que c'est pas normal, que voilà, je veux dire, aujourd'hui on a tous les feux sont au vert, tout est positif. Il faut qu'on joue avec ça et puis que les filles, quand elles retourneront dans leur club, préparent cette Coupe du Monde dans un an en jouant. Il faut qu'on ait des joueuses qui jouent dans leur club. Ça, c'est important.
Merci, coach. Merci d'être venu. Encore félicitations.
What is the feelings that you have now?
It is so difficult to describe, but I thought the players were absolutely magnificent out there. We said to them that they might not hear us and they've got to help each other. The game plan worked perfectly. We stuck to the game plan. I thought we took control of the game. We could have scored in the first half, scored really well, took well-taken goals in the second half, and I think the goal we gave away was extremely poor. It could have been avoided. We were in control, and then they started coming at us, but I take my hat off to the players. They were absolutely magnificent today. This victory is for the players, for the staff of Banyana, the coaches that have come before, the players that have come before. This is a belated birthday present for Amanda Dlamini and Leandra Smida, who played for the national team. For all the coaches that coach in women's football back home, for the fans, they have been absolutely magnificent. The messages that we received from back home, the support that we received from back home, the messages, you cannot even answer each and every one. This is for Safa and Cecil for having faith in us and giving us the support. This is for you guys, South Africa. For you. Yes.
Thank you. Yes?
Congratulations, coach. Obviously, very happy. You lost in the last final against Nigeria in Ghana. And in South Africa, this is their 5th final. What was so right this time around that after many finals missing out, today it went into your favor? And secondly, in the dying minutes of the game, you realized that your women almost lost it, but they had to come back. What went wrong? Thank you.
This morning I was looking at something and it said the 2 previous finals that we lost, Nigeria was not there. And it was finals against the host, and I said, 3rd time lucky. The players were so determined and so focused, no matter what was thrown at them this past week, no matter the adversity that came. We stuck to the game plan. We said we're going 3 up front to disturb them up front, especially with their fullbacks overlapping and double overlapping. We said we're going to do that. We knew Hilda was fresh. Hilda hadn't played for a while, and then Hilda came back a day before the semi-final. And at halftime, we asked her, how much can you give us? And she said 45. And we knew today she was going to be a trump card. We knew she was fresh today, but we stuck to the game plan. I think the players worked tirelessly out there. We were in control of the match. We dictated how they had to play. We created so many chances, and then we gave the ball away poorly. That happens sometimes, but I think the character that this team has shown, I think the team got a lot of criticism after we beat Nigeria. But in 2018, we played the best football. Didn't come home with a medal. And we said we're going to take it game by game. And if we have to grind out a victory, we will grind out a victory. And that's what we did until we got to the final. And we were in complete control of that match. In 2015, we went to Equatorial Guinea. And it wasn't good leading up to the game. There was a lot of things happening prior to the game. And when we came out for the warm-up, we just saw a sea of red. It did not deter us. Jermaine scored the winner. We went to the Olympics. We played Brazil, the biggest stadium in the world. When they sang the national anthem, you had goosebumps. We drew with Brazil. We went to WAFCON in 2016, played Cameroon in a packed-out stadium. Our players were not deterred. They were determined. They were so determined that when I had a meeting with the senior players before we started, I asked, what is your ambition? Jermaine said, we want to win this gold. I said to her, there's a matter before that. It's the qualifier. She said, I don't care. If we win this gold, we qualify for the World Cup.
Yes? Have a seat, please.
Baikale, Coach. Coach, today was a very tough game for Banyana Banyana, especially because the home advantage was massive. The fans were crazy. It was even hard to hear any of the South African songs. How did you keep the team spirit, especially after the chances that were lost in the first half? What did you tell them at halftime? And then secondly, just before the game ended, the 9 minutes was more like a blow. We were all shocked at the 9 minutes additional time. How did the girls manage to keep their composure, because the Moroccan ladies came with so much attack in the last minutes of the match?
Can you repeat the first
So the question is, how did they keep composure, both in the second, especially in the second half, and also in the dying minutes after that 9 minutes additional time?
Before the few won the toss, we said play on this side so we can control things at least from the start. And then we control things. When we went into the dressing room, we said just keep it going. Keep it going, it's going to come. It's going to come. And it came. The second one came. Then when the 9 minutes were up, I didn't know where it came from. But I said to the players, keep going. We'll give you, keep going, keep going. I said, play the ball in their half. Then we made a silly mistake. But the resilience, the character of this team is second to none. They wanted this so badly, and now nothing was going to stop them.
We'll have a couple more questions. Women's AFCON. Okay. Go ahead.
Coach Lorenzo from Iteski Times. First of all, congratulations. I don't think anybody else deserves this more than you. And I'm being patriotic and I'm being biased, but I'm telling you the truth. You lost players like Tembi, Gabriela, two of the best players in Banyana. Were you completely confident that you guys could achieve what you achieved in this tournament after that blows?
It's okay to be biased. You know, when I said that we have most probably the most versatile squad, I think many people didn't believe me. When Tembi got injured, yes, there was a bit of a somber mood, but Jermaine stood up and took that role over magnificently. Hilda came in and played her part. And the resilience of the team, Tembi put a message in the group, and she's most probably going nuts at home, by the way, put a message in the group and said, this happens to the best of us, but we still have an objective, and that is to qualify for the World Cup and to win this. And I am so happy that Tembi was here when we qualified, because we really wanted to do it for her. So her medal is on its way home with us. The resilience that this team showed in all adversity, you know, it shows true character of us as South Africans. The challenge that we're going through back home shows the grit that we have. And it was true grit. We got criticized for not playing great football after the Nigeria win, but I thought we didn't play badly. We just didn't score goals. You know, we still played good football, we just didn't score goals, and I said, maybe we're keeping it for the final. And lo and behold, the chances that came, we took that. So, you know, I was confident that we were going to get here. I was confident even today when I was sitting there, coming out and seeing the fans, I was confident because the confidence that came off the players was second to none. Nothing could deter them, absolutely nothing. Oh my goodness.
Yes, go ahead.
Good evening, everybody. David Oku, Flow FM Nigeria. Congratulations. I'll shower you with praises and I'll ask a question. From when you visited Nigeria for the Aisha Buhari Cup, you played the host way over the park in the final. And you've kept that philosophy. You've been, like I'll put it, forever with the Banyana team here. And if there's a deserving champion in this competition, it needed to be South Africa. And again, my colleague over there talked about your players being injured, some which you've missed. You had more, you even left some at home. McCoy, the best player in the CAF Women's Champions League, didn't even make the team. So, well, my question for you now is, what are your words to football administrators in terms of looking towards the way of indigenous coaches, and again, the retention of these indigenous coaches to move women's team forward?
Look, I'm just very grateful that the South African Football Association had faith in us as female coaches. Our U20 is coached by our former captain, Simpiwe Dludlu, under 17 coach, Simpiwe Dludlu, former captain, Chabulili Boloe, under 20 player, former player also, and they took the faith, they had the faith in us. I think it's been given an opportunity and then being given the support, because you cannot give someone an opportunity and not give him the support. I mean, I can go to the CEO anytime, he's my point of call. My phone is most probably going crazy. The acting TD, Frans Magasha, I can go to him anytime. After every game, he will send me something. After every match and I go back, we will sit down and we will discuss things. Even coaches, that I'm on a group with Coach Pizzo and all of them. So, you know, everybody contributes. And as a coach, you mustn't be afraid to ask, because you learn and you grow like that. You never know too much. And these coaches that I have around me, they are the ones that will give me advice, and I listen. But we try to stay true to who we are on the football pitch. We try to play the way we want to play, and it doesn't matter who we play against, we want to play that way. When we went to Nigeria, it was the first time that we had some of our players from abroad, and the difference they made in the team really gave us hope for this AFCON.
Yes, and we'll have a couple more.
Coach, congratulations for the title of the WAFCON. Congratulations for the qualification to the World Cup. In 2018, you were at the same place than Morocco today. So what can you say about the performance of Morocco? And if you have an advice for the Moroccan national team?
Look, we knew that they were a good side. We knew we needed to stop them from playing. We needed to make sure that they don't get going, and we did that pretty well. And with them sitting back allowed us to play as well. We also knew if we press them high, we will put them under pressure. They don't play the long ball really well. And the thing is, we can change. We can play the short ball, we can play the ball behind, we can play the combination play, and that is the beauty. We can change our formation. Today we changed our formation again. We've played 3 different formations in the tournament against opponents that we felt we needed to change for. And I think you need to have a plan B, you need to have a plan C, and whatever plan you need to have. And they will be better for this, you know. In 2018, we played really good football, but we didn't win the title. And they will mature and they will grow. And I'm sure they will be a force to be reckoned with in future.
Yes.
Bonsoir, coach. La question, c'est en français. Alors d'abord, félicitations. Nous sommes très honorés de vous voir, une femme en tant que vous, devant nous. Alors, on a remarqué que vous avez remporté déjà une bataille en brisant ce plafond de verre et en remportant pour votre pays ce trophée ce soir. Il y a quelques jours, vous avez remporté un trophée aussi, un autre, lors des CAF Awards. Cette fois-ci, quels sont vos objectifs d'abord en tant que technicienne, mais surtout l'équipe, cette fois-ci, qui est championne d'Afrique et qui doit disputer à la Coupe du Monde en 2023.
Look, we're going to celebrate for as long as we can, especially tonight on the way back. When we get to South Africa, we're going to celebrate. There's obviously a very long time still to go before the World Cup. Normally, the last World Cup, we only had 6 months. Now we got a year. We said we wanted to go back. I think the first 45 minutes against Spain was most probably our best football we ever played. And now with the maturity of the players playing abroad, getting a little bit more experience. Over the last 2 years when COVID was happening, we used only local players. They got a lot more experience. And we want to go back and show what we're really capable of. We want to make sure that we get out of the group stage. It's a huge task, but it's possible. And we want to make sure that we do that. But along the way, there's obviously other competitions, the COSAFA Cup, which we normally use a lot of local players for, and to give some players experience. And then obviously preparation to get ready for the World Cup.
Okay, we're going to take a last question at the press conference, but questions might continue at the mixed zone.
Thank you so much, Coach. I see you on my side. Timba Shabalala, Jose FM Sports, South Africa. Coach, I just want to say thank you for everything that you've done for us back home. we know the problems that we're facing as a country, and looking at social media and everything, the whole South Africa is still up. Brace yourself for what's going to happen at the airport on Tuesday. But now, my question, Coach, we know very well that our girls are not getting paid as equal to their male counterparts. Would you say this, and the few sponsors that we have within our leagues, would you say this calls for a bit of an improvement from our FA and the corporate world of South Africa, those who've got deep pockets?
Look, we've always asked for more corporates to come on board, but now we have this. So now we've got a little cloud behind us where they have to come on board. They have to raise it. You look what Morocco has done in a year and a half. They didn't come from nowhere. You look the countries that were here, they've put a lot of investment in. And with all the talent that we have in the country, we've got to do likewise. So we urge on the corporates to come on board and take women's football in our country to a different level, because we have the talent. It is there. You can see with the players that are coming through. It is there. We need corporates to come on board to stay abreast with the rest of the countries on the African continent and the world.
Thank you, Coach, and congratulations once again. You may want to ask questions to the coach at the mixed zone. Thank you.